He was the type of alim that did not want anything to do with the dunya except a'mal as-salihah and except da'wah. He was the type of individuals, wallahi qasamun billahi, one day, the reality is Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan was the type of scholar that was not concerned with his clothing. He was not concerned that it was the neatest and the most beautifulest and the likes of that. No. Even so much so, I remember I was visiting Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan. And we had exited the masjid and we were on his way to his house. And as a student, the student is different from the teacher. The student should dress, especially in the company of the teacher, the student should dress, with a clean thobe and, he should wear a fragrance like it's mentioned by the ulama in their books on the character of the student. So the student was dressed a certain way and Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan was dressed his normal way, which he doesn't care too much about, his clothing. There's no doubt, mashallah, his clothing is clean and the likes of that, but if his shamag falls off of his head, it's not a big problem. The way he folds his shamag on it, it's not a big problem. So, it's even possible that you would think that he was a poor individual. And Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan, walillahi alhamd, he had money, but it was not his main goal to display it. So I recall an individual, a Saudi, pulled up, and I was standing with Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan. And the individual pulled up and came out of his car, and there was a female in the car, and the individual came up to me, gave salams to Ghudayaan, and then looked at me and said, "Where is the house of Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan?" And I pointed at his house. And then he said, "When can I talk to the Shaykh?" And the Shaykh is standing right beside me. "When can I talk to the Shaykh?" I said, "When would you like to talk to the Shaykh?" He said, "Is he available now?" I said, "Yes, this is him." And I pointed at him. You should have saw the eyes of the individual. The individual could not believe that was Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan standing beside me. Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan said, "No, what's your issue?" And this leads me to another fa'idah. Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan rahmatullahi alayhi was an individual that was very known for his recitation over individuals that have problems with jinn, that have problems with evil eye, that have problems with jealousy, and the likes of that. Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan, and I will go into another story from that regard. Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan, the individual said to the Shaykh, "Ya Shaykh, my mother, she needs to be read over." Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan came over to the car and read over the female while she was sitting in the car. I've never seen a jinn come out or be affected by a scholar like I've seen it affected by Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan. Yes, we've read in the books before, a jinn being affected by Imam Ahmed, a jinn being affected by Ibn Taymiyyah, so much so an individual can come to Ibn Taymiyyah, like you find in some of the books of Ibn Taymiyyah. Individual can come to Ibn Taymiyyah and say, "Yeah, Shaykh, my son is sick in the house, and we believe it's the jinn." Ibn Taymiyyah is saying to the individual, "Go back and say to your son," and there's no doubt his jinn can hear, "Say to your son that if the jinn does not leave, I will come to the house," and the jinn leaving immediately. The ulama mentioned because it has something to do with the taqwa of the individual who is reciting. It has something to do with the taqwa of the individual who is reciting. I recall one day an individual approached me and said that he feels that one of his family members is affected by jinn. And he wants Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan to read. Although Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan did not like to be known for that. He did not like to be known that he recites over people. It was not something common amongst the Salaf, "I recite, come to me." No. If they recited and people knew, they would come to them. But they did not like to be known for this. They like to busy themselves with knowledge. And if from time to time they recite over someone, then that was not a problem. So I told the individual, I said, "Shaykh doesn't like to be known for this, but if it's an emergency, come pray with me at the Shaykh's house, and at the masjid next to the Shaykh's house, and inshallah, I will talk to the Shaykh after salah, and inshallah, the Shaykh will recite over the family member." That took place. The Shaykh said, "Bring the person inside." We brought the person inside, and I've been present with other recitations over jinn and the likes of that, people possessed and the likes of that. The jinn sometimes takes 20 minutes to start talking. It sometimes takes a half hour. Sometimes the jinn never talks. Once again, based on the taqwa of the reciter. Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan sat next to the person that was affected. And he was reciting quietly to himself. I cannot even tell you at this moment what were the surahs that he was reciting. He was reciting to himself. Wallahi, tallahi, billahi, within 15 seconds, the jinn started screaming. Within 15 seconds. The jinn said, let's get out. I want to leave. I'm not going to stay here. Why is he reciting? The likes of that. I could not believe my eyes. I've been present before. I've seen the same thing done before by other individuals. The jinn is patient. The jinn can handle it. I'm not going to show myself. I'm going to make them think that I'm not even here. And the likes of that. The jinn started within 15 seconds. The jinn was agitated. The jinn was affected. The jinn was bothered. The Shaykh read to himself and I didn't even hear what he was reading. Then the Shaykh said, after about 15 minutes, the Shaykh said, Mustafa, come into the hallway. We went into the hallway of his home. He said, take them home and continue reciting. I said, yeah, Shaykh, this is not my field. I do not know about reciting. He said, no, the jinn is so upset it's going to leave. Just recite for a few minutes, it's going to leave. And sure enough, walillahi alhamd, we took the individual home, we read for a few minutes, and the jinn left. Shaykh Abdullah al-Ghudayaan was an individual of sahib al-Taqwa. He was an individual of Taqwa.